The Buckeyes ready to get this thing started and open the season. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides the back on the option, the give. There he goes. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
The Gators are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. get him to the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it. That ball is live in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Tight end now in motion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the big fella. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the Buckeyes get enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a running room. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down to the 17. Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Carr. Not a lot of room to fit that one in, but he did. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Using the quick game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll give it to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's fired. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young to Moses. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. With the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Here we go. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Byard. It's complete on the right side.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Here on 3rd down for this offense. On the run, it's Blunt. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt is in the air. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have two hands on the ball.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he's got it inside the 20. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. I have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here. Trying to bully their way in. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Instead of opting hoping for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game. They instead want to take the lead on 4th down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Between the uprights, it's good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up 14 over ULM. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the quarterback caught him too and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He makes a catch, and they swarm him under. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. You're throwing it right away. Seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's fired. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Gets the back moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pulls and fires complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing, make the catch. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Fires to the tight end. He's loose. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the option. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wide open spaces. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this young true freshman, he's got to keep his composure here because he can smell his first collegiate touchdown is right on the horizon. His eyes are getting big. Ball security. That has got to be at a premium right now for this young man.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Can even operate in this noise. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. He's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work.
Here we go.
Give to the running back. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown Gators. And the punishment has been extended.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
To the air, it's Byard. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Blunt. Good, solid tackle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Lost to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick strike complete. It's a seam wide open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Final play of the quarter coming. Give to the back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Dropping back, it's fired. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking for a huge play. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+, and belt out another verse of Country Roads. They're up by 28 over Ohio. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Carr. Right on the money. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Going up top again. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. The give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the single running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll start this drive from the 42. Dropping back, it's Carr. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Bond. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past?
Makes the grab past the marker. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can boom.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter. That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Byard. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.